What's poppin', and welcome to Popcorn with Jola Sadyaren, your stop for all things pop, where we talk about all things pop culture from here in the Philippines to the rest of the globe. I am your queen ang inang host for tonight, who is doing the most. And today, we have a very special treat in store for all of you. Kinakabahan talaga ako, guys. As in, di naman... But, eto, wag na nating patagalin pa. Today, we are joined by an extra special guest. She is the brand, the brightest star, the brightest Ding, the mother of the Bright House of Ding, from the iconic first season of Drag Race Philippines, and the first ever winner of Drag Race Philippines, Slajan Royale. Please welcome to the stage, Ding Ding Ding, wala tayong bell, sorry. Ding Ding Ding, it's Briggy Ding!
Yeah! Woo! Ding ding ding!
Sobrang kaba ko, but thank you so much for being here. It's an absolute honor.
Thank you din. Thank you for having me.
First of all, ikaw ang aming inaugural extra special guest for this season of Popcorn. So, it's such an honor for us na nandito ka. And fresh off your win, it's such an amazing thing to have you here to begin with. Congratulations!
Congratulations! Thank you din.
Wala ang Rue badges na mabigat na tatlong peraso.
Oo. Medyo mabigat siya. Hirap i-transport.
Di na siya makalakad with it. But considering everything, you know, congratulations for winning. How's your head? Ang favorite question sa Drag Race?
Well, hindi naman mabigat yung corona. Okay naman. Medyo kulang lang sa pahinga kasi parang since Friday. So, finale was Wednesday. Thursday, parang hindi ako nakatulog nun eh.
Mm-hmm.
After the finale, may after party pa kami sa Rampa. So parang Thursday na ng tanghali nakauwi or morning. Tapos hindi rin ako nakatulog the whole day kasi alam mo, binabantayan mo yung mga postings about you, ganyan. Siyempre, tinitingnan mo yung mga comments ng mga tao. And then, come Friday, may show ako dito sa Manila. And then Saturday, lumipad ako ng Bacolod.
Oh my God.
Pagkatapos ng Saturday night, morning,
may shady brunch.
Flight naman to Manila again for Shady Brunch and then Arizona Bonding. Tapos yung gabi, birthday ni Danny Barreto. So, ang daming ganap! Booked and blessed tayo and yun, medyo hindi pa nakakapagpahinga. Pero kaya naman.
But has the feeling sunk in na ba na ito na, andito ka na, ikaw na ang first crowned
Feeling ko pa unti-unti pa lang yung pag sink in sa akin. And siguro gusto ko rin na slowly lang siya para at least hindi rin ako ma-overwhelm.
Mm-hmm.
Kasi pwede siya maging overwhelming eh. Kasi nung una parang, teka, nare-realize mo tapos na yung season.
Mm-hmm.
Tapos na, nakoronahan ka na. Pero gusto kong bigyan ng chance yung sarili ko to, i-embrace yung natural flow of things.
Pero how was it in the actual coronation night? Siyempre, may audience kayo lahat ng most of the queens from past seasons, your own Slajan castmates who flew in. How was that feeling na nakita ko yung reaction mo sa video na parang di ka talaga, hindi mo mapaniwala?
Well, kasi nung time na yun, parang pwede kong isipin na, panalo na ako dito kasi ang ganda ng track record ko compared to my sisters statistically. Pero kasi hindi mo pa rin alam kung nagbago ba yung pagtingin ng productions or yung result talaga. Hindi mo alam eh. And I think better mindset siya to come prepared. Para whatever the result is, ready akong harapin siya instead na, akin to, tapos ma-frustrate ako in the end. So, kaya yung shock ko, right at that time na narinig ko yung pangalan ko. So, nung pag-akit niya ng stage, talagang doon lang ako na-teary-eye, doon lang ako parang kinilabutan na, wow, oh my God, for real, na I am the winner of Slajan Royale. Parang, grabe. Doon ko lang siya na-realize. And then, parang after nun, overwhelming feeling na kasi kailangan mo na ulit mag-back to work. Sumagot ng mga interviews, di ba? Magpa-picture sa mga tao, and then tumakbo sa rampa. So, ang bilis na mga pangyayari. Kaya, kinakalma ko lang din. Until now, hindi pa ako nakakapag-post ng thank you post ko or mga postings ko nung finale. Kasi nga, parang gusto ko pag nag-thank you talaga ako, talagang napag-isipan ko na maayos. Talagang time to really give thanks na.
And naka-trending pa yung coronation mo na tinanggal yung bilog sa wig.
Alam mo na, parang lang siya, nagkataon lang na kailangan siyang gawin.
Oo, as part of your actual
kasi sabi ko, wait lang, ang laki pala ng bilog na ginawa. Baka hindi magkasya yung corona. Buti na lang natatanggal siya, na-detach siya. So, perfect, di ba? Pati yun, nag-align sa
Pero ang ganda ng
mangyayari.
comments about it, even like US Drag Race queens for like, pinaghandaan talaga niya yung win niya na
Yes,
kasya yung
oo.
crown dun sa wig and everything. So,
Yes.
alam niyo na yung mga next queens.
Oo,
na
dapat prepared ka pala
prepared
talaga.
talaga.
Oo, prepared. Prepared ka lang, pero prepared ka rin kung iba yung mangyari.
Correct.
Oo.
Yun yung ipapasa
At
mo
least
sa
kung hindi ako yung
winner.
manalo, sobrang ganda ko naman.
Correct.
Di ba?
But I mean, ayun, in general, let's head to our Slasian Royale discussion as
Game.
well. Just talking about the whole season. So this season sa Popcorn, it's kind of shaping up to be one about comebacks. Na we're coming back after a while, and this particular season of Drag Race Slasian Royale for you has been a big comeback, a rebirth, a redemption, and you know it's very much in theme for it. So I mean, you've been very vocal sa show mismo na, and all of your interviews with Danny nga, as you mentioned, even your interview before with Eva, before even heading to Slasian Royale, diba? With your experiences from season 1, diba? So, what was it like coming into this season when you got the call? Kasi syempre, diba, tatawagan ka lang ng wow, and then, ano yung reaction mo to that coming into it?
Well, nung una, alam ko na magkakaroon ng All-Stars or narinig ko na magkakaroon ng another season. Pero hindi ko alam kung All-Stars Philippines or international. Narinig ko na rin before yung All-Asian cast eh. Pero hindi ko alam na eto na yung mangyari, yung Slasian Royale na. So, nung narinig ko yung call, or before that, hindi ko siya goal na kailangan makabalik ako agad. Kailangan in this coming franchise, makasali ako ulit. Walang ganun kasi
Walang
nga,
definite
Oo.
timeline for you na
Oo, wala.
this is when I want to be back on Drag Race.
Kaya nung naka-receive ako ng message, doon lang ako at that moment nag-decide na, well, hindi mo alam kung kailan magkakaroon ulit ng another invite. So doon lang yung time na nag-decide ako na, even if I'm not ready, I have to be ready. So I said yes, and then doon na nag-start yung preparation. Doon na nag-start yung, parang game face on na, or doon na ako nag-start mag-gear. Pero hindi ko alam na yung mga experiences ko pala before that moment that I said yes, piniprepare na pala ako, or piniprepare ko na pala yung sarili ko for the time na mangyari na lalaban ako ulit.
Parang it all came together.
Oo, parang ganun.
Nag-start ka ng house mo, di
Oo,
ba?
nagkaroon ako ng house, napag-practicean ko si Zimba.
Siya yung naging hamster mo dun sa...
Hindi, pero parang, di ba, parang through Zimba, nakapag-strategize ka rin ulit, or parang nakaisip ka ng kung paano ba mag-isip yung production, or kung paano ba yung hindi ko nagawa ng season 1, medyo na-practice ko na ibang paraan naman natin gawin kay Zimba.
Through Zimba.
Tapos, sa ibang paraan ko rin siya in-explore sa akin. So, siguro parang nangyari nga yung mga dapat mangyari kasi magagamit ko pala siya dito sa Slasian Royale.
And even, you know, being in a business sa Rampa, do you think part yun sa mga
lahat yun,
nag-shape
yung pag-host, yung pagbe-business, syempre, yung pakikipagtrabaho mo sa mga co-queens mo, kasabay nung pag-rise ng drag is yung yung industry and yung ecosystem ng mga creatives. So lahat yan yung pakikipag-usap mo sa mga tao, lahat yan nakatulong sa akin. And yung mga relationships na nabuo mo rin in the last few years, yun din yung mga naging arms mo para maging more equipped dito sa season na to.
But was there a specific like motivation for you na, okay, ito yung motivation ko to say yes, na parang, of course, you mentioned it all throughout the season na, you know, from your season, just redeeming yourself, essentially. Although, I mean, I think you've redeemed yourself naman na, even with what you did.
Alam mo, hindi talaga redemption yung goal ko kung bakit ako sumali ulit. It's more of like, I don't want to waste the opportunity na binigay sa akin ngayon. Kasi parang after 3 years, ang sarap, doon mo marirealize na ang after everything that happened, ang saya pa rin niya overall. Ang sarap niyang ulitin. And yun yung magical feeling na hindi lahat magkakaroon ng experience. Pili lang kayo sa 100 na drag queens, 12 lang kayong magkakaroon ng another chance.
Correct.
So, I really have to say yes and make the most of it. And make sure na magkakaroon ako ng magandang experience this time. I mean, maganda naman yung experience ko before, pero pag binabalikan ko talaga siya, I know that what happened on season 1 was not me. I know that I can do better. I know na ang dami kong missed opportunities that time na sayang. Meron akong hindi nagawa, meron akong kulang na dapat kong pang malaman or matutunan, and realizing all of those, I have to show it here. Kailangan through the show as well. Parang ganun yung...
Parang nagkataon na everything, the stars aligned with the brighter day.
Yun. So, ang ganda rin. Kasi syempre, after everything, naghahanap ka ng outlet, ng platform na saan ko ba mapapakita yung growth ko? Saan ko ba mapapakita yung mga bagay na alam ko na ngayon na people might have seen before na hindi ko alam. Pero alam ko na pala siya talaga all throughout. Hindi ko lang naipakita.
Correct. And you know, it was really part of the journey all along na.
Kaya kasama rin yun sa pagkwento ko dun sa show, dito sa Station Real, na kailangan, kapag babalik ka, ipakita mo saan ka nanggaling. Para meron silang full context ng storytelling kung bakit ka bumabalik at saan ka papunta.
May pinanggalingan ka.
Yes, kailangan may pinanggalingan ka para may reason para maintindihan nila kung nasaan ka ngayon. And masupport ka nila kung saan ka pupunta.
At pinaghugutan mo talaga yun throughout.
Yes.
I mean, rightfully, nakita natin na, you know, so many challenge wins. I think 5 challenge wins, which is one of the highest drag race track records in drag race history, not just Philippines, pero sa buong mundo. Grabe. Ang mga kasabayan mo yata si Queen of all Queens, Jinx Monsoon, Ben de la Creme, and
si Angeria.
Yeah.
Nakakaloka yun. Hindi ko siya na-realize even after the shoot or while shooting, hindi ko alam na ang galing ko pala or bongga pala yung ginawa ko, bongga pala yung score ko. Ay, kumbaga parang dapat hindi ako matakot sa finale or dapat hindi ako matakot na manalo kasi score-wise, I have it compared to the other girls. Pero na-realize ko na lang siya nung nakita ko na yung mga art cards ng track record, dun ko na lang siya na, ay, ibang level pala yung pinakita ko. Kasi parang at that time, I know na I was just doing my best. I was just enjoying. Oo. Ito yung prepare ko. I know na mangyayari to. So, bongga pala yun.
Now,
Eddie work.
nasa iconic track records ka na, di ba? For to come, for track records to come, ikaw na yung magiging parang motivation, ikaw magiging parang inspiration also to be, you know, the brighter star they can be. Yun na lang yung buong episode. Ito na yung title ng episode natin, The Brightest Day with Brigiding. Soon to come on, hopefully. I think marami nag-aabang ng The Brightest Day.
Naman siya. Ding, ding, ding tayong lahat yan.
But I mean, speaking of track records and everything, ano yung breakthrough moment for you na na-realize mo na within the show or while you were shooting the episodes na, shit, parang iba na ako, ito na yung napakita ko na talaga, or parang, I think you got very emotional in so many runways and commentary, ganun.
Sobrang dami. Parang every episode na mapupunta ako sa top placement, na-emotional ako kasi yung moment na yun, yung nag-heal sa akin from my experiences before. So parang yun yung ginamit kong motivation to keep going. Episode per episode. Kumbaga parang gusto ko siyang maging rightful journey na talagang dinaanan ko siya day by day per episode.
And then parang sa earlier season, I think in season 1, one of your parang bubog mo is like, hindi ka nakakuha ng critiques at all,
Oo, hindi ako nakakuha ng critiques, hindi ako nakakuha ng recognition masyado. Tapos I was always in my head. Kaya dito, gusto ko talaga, I'm always present. Ano yung next challenge? Yun yung next na paghahandaan before yung alam mo, hindi pa naman mangyayari. Kung ano yung inilagay sa harap mo, focus ka dun sa nasa harapan mo. So, I'm happy na nag-work siya. I think, Lollapalooza yung episode na na-realize ko na, I have it. I have something. Parang kaya kong ipanalo tong season to. Sige nga, let's do it. So, yung goal na manalo, hindi ko siya agad bit-bit sa umpisa pa lang. Ang bit-bit ko is, makapagkaroon ng magandang first episode, mai-ramp ako ng maayos yung mga damit ko kasi ibang level din yung preparation ko sa mga damit ko. Kaya nung nakakuha ko ng magandang critiques, yun yung ginamit ko motivation for the next episode, to the next episode. Until episode 4 na, ayan na, nag-aagawan na sa role. Nakadalawang rubad siya si Vinyas. So, sa isip-isip ko, ako na ang susunod na hanapan. So, yun na, dun ako nagkumabig na, okay, step forward. Akin yung lead role.
Ipaglaban.
Akin na yung lead role, sis. Meron ka ng 2 rubad. Okay. Yun na yun. Tapos, naka-top 2 ako nun kay Arizona. So sabi ko, kailangan, ang next nun, win. So, tinodo ko rin yung episode 5. Tapos doon na siya naging... Tuloy-tuloy na. Nag-raise na yung momentum.
Pero I mean, from episode 1, very evident na yung confidence mo. But as you mentioned nga, parang makikita mo na talaga na nabubuo lalo na by that point in time na sige, ilalaban mo talaga. Like, ang ganda nung...
Parang patapang ng patapang no? Nung una, parang kinakabahan pa, naiiyak pa sa mga... Ngayon talagang, yes, kino-confirm mo na lang yung mga sinasabi ng judges, which is also beautiful kasi kasama ko yung buong show dun sa journey ko, dun sa Station Real. Yun nga, dahil nga, backed up ako ng history. So, parang meron kang sinusundang storya, redeem nga ba yung sarili niya sa challenge na to na na-eliminate siya before? Or magsasucceed ba siya sa challenge na to na nag-flop siya before? So may ganon.
And lahat na reclaim mo.
And lahat naman na reclaim.
From the
makeover. I'm very grateful na, yes.
Ang ganda. Like redemption, makeover. Ano pa ba lahat?
Snatch
Game. Yes. Favorite ko yung Maria Ressa. Pwede ba natin ilabas si Maria Ressa tonight?
I am... So, tingin ko na yung salamin ko, tapos yung short wig.
Dapat pala yun yung sinabi ko sa team na pwedeng Maria Ressa yung interview natin.
As Maria Ressa, mahirap siya. Mahirap siya, in fairness.
And iba pa yung Snatch Game this season na parang hindi siya the typical Snatch Game na improv, batuhan. Mas, would you say na mas easier siya for you na naging, you have 2 minutes to prepare everything, mag-shoot ka lang, and then
10 minutes. 10 minutes kami nag-shoot nun. Lahat kami tagti 10 minutes. Feeling ko mas naging madali siya kasi mas control mo yung mangyayari. Mas may power ka dun sa magiging output. Instead of the usual Snatch Game na it's in the hands of the moment
everyone
with
else.
Other queens and yung banter. Mas present ka. Ito, mas prepared ka. Kailangan mo lang mas maging prepared for that,
So what made you choose Maria Ressa out of all the people you can choose from in an election?
Well, syempre, binalikan ko yung history ko ng Snatch Game. Nahirapan akong dun sa role na first, iba yung language. Wala akong enough ng reference pala. Ng reference dun sa character. So, humanap ako ng character na medyo close to my personality, tahimik lang, pero
sa umpisa.
Tahimik lang sa umpisa. I mean, medyo seryoso, pero di ba may mga ganong antics si Maria Ressa na...
May konting shadiness.
Oo, may konting taray, pero very charming, cute lang na, na bubbly. So, sabi ko, ang challenge ngayon dito is kung paano siya gagawing funny. So, yun naman yung challenge. So, hindi ko na pinahirapan yung sarili ko. Gumamit na ako ng character na hindi ako mahihirapang i-portray. So, makakapag-focus ako ngayon dun sa kung paano siya magiging nakakatawa.
And honestly, tawang-tawa talaga ako yung sa'yo. Hindi ko sa tite, sa puwet, lahat talaga parang yun yung isa sa mga Snatch Game na parang, oh my God, ang galing na Maria Ressa, napa-funny mo talaga siya.
Yeah.
But have you heard back from Maria or any of her team?
Hindi pa, pero ilalaban ko
shout
yan.
out namin.
Ilalaban ko yan. Oo, ilalaban ko yan. Busy kasi siya eh. I mean, legit naman. Busy naman talaga
And she's,
siya.
I think, in New York most of the time. So,
malay mo, makapaggawa pa ako ng content sa office mismo ng Rappler.
pag kailangan nila sila dito.
Itag nga natin sila, yung mga taga-Rappler.
Rappler,
Para
let's go.
through them,
We have friends at
nila
Rappler,
tayo.
so ayan na.
Gusto ko lang mag-comment siya dun sa mismong video, dun sa 1-minute campaign video. Kasi may sense di ba?
Ang ganda.
May sense, pero funny.
Super.
Diba? So,
like, ang ganda na, gawan mo siya ng acronyms, then may budots challenge ka pa, may budots dance kayo doon, and then, lahat talaga, with the book, di ba yung book, inedit mo din yung
Yes,
how to stand up to a dictator.
Oo, di ba?
Pinag-isipan. Pati yung video mo sa YouTube na may bahana, may flood control na, ang galing talaga, like, natahi mo yun even as it aired and kung ano yung umere sa TV. So,
Lahat intentional talaga. Like, kaya yung focus talaga, nandun sa paggawa ng buong Station Real journey na to. Lahat kailangan may intention kasi yun yung isa sa hindi ko masyadong nabigyan ng focus nung season 1. Parang sobrang bilis na mga pangyayari. Coming from a pandemic, it's your first time doing it. ang taas ng pressure sa'yo dahil you're one of the queens who's parang number one ka na ini-expect na makakapasok dun sa show. So, pinagsama-sama mo lahat yun and wala ka namang enough budget, wala kang enough connections or resources at that time. So, parang dumating sa point na, bahala na, kailangan ko ng pink runway. Anong gusto mong pink runway? Ikaw na gumawa, basta gusto ko malaki, ganito, ganyan. Wala siyang deeper connection to me or...
Yung plano, wala pa.
Walang deeper intentions kung bakit yun yung gagawin mo. So, kita siya sa show. Yun yung kailangang baguhin, yun yung kailangang i-improve. And yun naman yung ginawa ko this whole season.
Pero super laki ba ng pressure just back to season 1? I know that you're one of the faces of Philippine drag before Drag Race Philippines was even a thing. You were also in Manila Pride Icons, one of the videos that really parang showed people na pwede pala magka-Drag Race Philippines, diba? And you know, ano yung pressure na pinagdaanan mo nun coming into it? Especially you were with the Divine Divas and also your other friends in that season.
Siguro yung pressure is nanggaling siya sa maling intention ng pagsali. Kasi dahil pandemic, parang ang gusto mo na lang is to have an escape. 'Di ba? Gusto mo na escape route and naging yung Drag Race yung naisip mong escape route dun sa sorrowful moments ng pandemic, wala kayong trabaho, nasaraduhan kayo ng mga nightclubs, and syempre very social ang mga drag queens, ang mga performers. We live with the audience, di ba?
The energy.
Oo, yung energy na yun. So, yun siguro yung naging dahilan kung bakit mali yung headspace ko pagpasok. Para ang bit-bit ko is, kailangan manalo ko dito, kailangan galingan ko dito. Kasi sabi nila, ako daw yung pinaka dapat mag-excel sa season na to. So, ayun. Hindi ko na pagpreparan yung mga parts na kailangan mo pagpreparan, which is emotionally, spiritually, psychologically, yung mga ganyan. Mas naging puro, okay, sige, kailangan magaling ako dito dahil yun ang ina-expect sa akin Pero hindi pala ganun yung time na yun.
Would you say also na, I mean, ang daming conversation that time was like, is it the format ng Drag Race na nanibago kayo lahat na also affected your performance then? Would you say that?
Hindi, kasi alam naman namin na ganun yung format. And lahat kami first time na nandun. But yung iba okay naman. So, I really take the responsibility na meron talaga akong pinlay na part kung bakit nangyari sa akin yun. I don't want to blame the edit or i-blame yung production. Ako na lang, I can speak for myself na I know na hindi yun yung best ko. I know na I could have done better.
But it was iconic nonetheless.
But yeah,
you were stirring.
Yes.
You were stirring.
Diba?
Natawag ka pang baliw.
Diba? Hindi naman tayo nagkulang, pero we know na hindi yun yung best version ni Brigading.
But at least with that, andito na tayo ngayon.
Yes.
May corona ka na.
Yes.
Not just
kaya
like...
rin in-embrace ko rin na kailangan gamitin ko yung yung part na yun, yung fact na yun. Kasi, yun yung story ko Yun yung uniquely mine and proud ako doon. In-embrace ko na yun. Kasi kung hindi ako magiging proud doon, hindi ko siya magagamit to my advantage. Palagi ko siyang kakalimutan. Hindi siya makakalimutan kasi nangyari siya. It's out there in the world. Napanood din siya ng mga tao. Might as well use it to your advantage.
And you did. And you're here. And you
won. Use what you learned. Yes.
Correct. And learning is the new winning.
Learning is the new winning.
Winning is the new learning, I guess.
Winning is the new winning.
So ano na yung mo ngayon? Ano yung quote mo ngayon?
Learning is the new winning pa rin. Oo, keep shining, may corona or wala. Siya, very universal at ang daming makaka-relate, which is very beautiful. Dahil kaya naman tayo nanonood ng Drag Race kasi we see ourselves in the queens, di ba? We wish na kaya nating maging ganun ka-outrageous, ganun ka-confident. We wish we can dress up like them. So, to be able to inspire them on a deeper level na with learning is the new winning, di ba? Mas happy ako dun sa part na yan.
Natalo mo yung inner saboteur with that quote
yes,
alone.
My gosh. Kaloka. And even kahit nung nanonood na lang ako nung actual season nitong Station Royale, ang dami ko pa rin inner saboteur. And I was able to acknowledge that inner saboteur episode 7 or 8 lang. Kasi yung mga edits ng ng 2, 3, 4, grabe, parang nakaka-pressure pa rin talaga. Kahit na alam mo na yung nangyari, aatakin ka talaga ni inner saboteur, hindi mo alam kung ano mangyayari.
Laging may
Kala mo-
pakulo, may
Oo,
disadvantage,
laging may kaba, laging
Oo.
may takot na people are like, saying these things. Sinasabi nila
Yeah.
sa likod ng mga isip nila na, wala pa rin si Brigadier, hindi ko pa rin siya nakikita. Kasi nga, the spotlights are on the other queens
people
pa.
who will be eliminated first. Kaya later on.
Oo. So,
Pero
yun yung mga magandang experience din na dadaling ka niya ulit dun sa actual journey mo nung sinushoot nyo. Ang galing nga itong Drag Race, para kaming multiverse.
May archive ka ng buhay mo.
Diba? Multiverse kami kasi ginawa mo na siya, sinut mo na siya, tapos papanoorin mo,
Iba yung nangyari.
iba naman yung nangyari, ibang POV siya, pero may POV ka rin doon. Tapos magre-react ka din doon sa napapanood mo. Tapos gagawa ka pa ng content.
Correct.
Iba pa yung sasabihin ng mga audience. Diba? Iba pa yung version nila kung paano nila nakita. Ganun. So, bongga siya. Wild talaga. And it's maganda namang experience.
As a two-time Olympian of drag,
Yes.
I think napatunayan mo na. Magpapatattoo ka ba ng drag race?
Oo
na
nga,
RuPaul?
no?
Di ba ganun pag Olympics, may tattoo sila ng
Oo nga na, sige.
Ru badge yung tattoo mo. Bigyan ng
Ay,
Ru badge.
ganda.
yan.
Sige.
For the
Tingnan
next,
natin. Oo
ikaw pala
nga, no?
magiging trendsetter sa
Learning
Drag
is the
Race
new
Olympian
winning. Kasi
tattoo.
meron tattoo dito si Precious ng Life is Precious.
Oh, yeah,
Sige,
yeah.
ang haba ng Learning,
Learning
is
is
the
the
new
new
winning. Ding, ding, ding na lang or something.
Brighter's Day. di ko siya papalagpasin sa Brighter's Day.
Okay, sige.
What's the story behind Brighter's Day?
Yung story nung talent, song, iba talaga yung title niya. Pero siguro dahil sobrang daming nangyayari at that time, we only have, few weeks. Hindi nga isang buong buwan to prepare for the show. So, di ba usually kapag ka nag-prepare ka ng mga ganyang files, hindi mo na nababantayan yung file name.
Final na. Ganito.
Oo, yung
Ito
file
na talaga.
name. So, yun yung nag-register siguro, na Brighter State, na wrong spelling pala, pero yun na yung naipasa mo, hindi mo naman pwedeng papakorek po, ganyan, di ba? Dahil sobrang daming nga nangyayari. So, it is what it is. I love it. I enjoyed it. And it's drag.
We have a new shirt merch for you.
Yeah, oo. Yun din isang magandang nangyari sa Drag Race. It's part of lahat ng mistakes, lahat ng mga masasaya, it's all part of the journey, it's all part of the drag na kailangan mangyari para mangyari.
And it becomes part of your lore na you can
Yes.
make money out of.
Let's see! Sige.
So, abangan ko na yung Brighter's Day.
Nakakatawa! Pero pag nababasa ko rin, parang...
Pero ako, even though
ibang level ng joke, di ba?
Oo.
Parang...
May sarili ka ng language.
Oo.
The brigiding ding ding ding. Saka
Soon.
pwedeng yung pagkabasa ko sa screen, parang Brighter's Day, pero
May
ang
meaning,
nag-register is
pero-
Brightest Star pa rin.
Meron siyang nagawang sarili niyang meaning. Bahala kang bumuo. Bahala kang umintindi. Extra challenge, di ba? Baliw talaga.
Only, yun lang mga kayo lang magkakaintindi.
Well, totoo naman. Kayo makakaintindi. Mali yung word, pero parang, mo na.
Gets naman.
Oo. Ang galing naman siya eh. Pwede na yan. At least may konting mali.
Pero bawing-bawi naman sa
Oo, bawing-bawi.
performance itself.
Yes.
Yung alarma mo na nag-flip ka pa from there. Parang that whole thing. And the star choreo, I think that was one of my favorites. But
thank
speaking of challenges as well, ano yung mga favorite mo na challenges? Or what would you say is your top challenge that you did and top runway siguro na
Favorite
nagawa?
challenge ko was yung Lollapalooza. Kasi hindi ko pa siya nagawa ng season ko. Napapanood ko lang siya. So hindi ko alam kung ano yung adrenaline ng competing against. Tapos dun ka pa sa
Tapos
episode.
bracket siya.
Tapos dun ka matatanggal. Ang labanan lang dun galing sa pagpa-perform. Diba? And at that time, napanood mo nang mag-perform si Viñas, si Arizona for the win. And Kiana as well. So lahat sila may mga Ru badges na for those episodes. And alam mo na yung kaya nilang gawin, mag-perform, magpatawa while performing, maglabas ng mga props. At that episode, wala akong kahit anong na-prepare na props
Reveal or anything.
or pang-reveal. Yung pang-reveal ko doon, ginawa ko sa workroom.
Oo.
Sa workroom ko lang ginawa while preparing before the shoot. Pwede naman kasi. So, sabi ko, since ang Lollapalooza, it's a challenge na susukatin ang galing mo sa pagpe-perform. Itong ginagawa kong pagpe-perform, 12 years na. So, binak-upan ko lang yung sarili ko ng, ano ba ginagawa ko for 12 years pagpe-perform? So, bakit ka kakabahan, di ba? Enjoyin mo lang, aaralin mo yung music na kailangan mong aralin, and just, para ka lang magpe-perform. And be your best. Ang Lollapalooza, kahit na battle siya, hindi naman siya literal na kailangan mag-battle talaga kayo Basta ipakita mo kung paano mo siya gagawin and make it your own. And yun lang yung ano ko. So happy ako na and fulfilled na dun pa sa ibang level yung Lollapalooza. Sino-sino lang ba ang nanalo ng Lollapalooza?
Correct.
Diba? Talagang important challenge siya na mapanalo mo para ma-secure mo yung spot mo somewhere.
And as a performer, yun talaga yung, I mean, minsan kasi sa All-Stars format, di ba? Tops lang yung magli-lip sync, or in a regular seasons, it's bottoms. Pero parang nai-equal lahat sa isang Lollapalooza na parang dito na mo papakitaan lahat ng anong pakulo mo, ano ba talaga, pag tapos na yung reveal part, di ba, after the first song, tapos na yung reveal, sa next round, ano pa yung ilalabas mo, parang. And I think with this one particularly, ang highlight for me is kayo ni Vinyas kasi parang may journey talaga kayo buong season na, syempre, coming from season 1 and even before that, just being part of the Divine Divas. Ano yung specific, may napag-usapan ba kayo with that specific lip sync na parang pag tayo ng magkalaban or
wala naman, pero ako talaga sa isip-isip ko, syempre you have to be strategic. Sabi ko, since Precious Walla Nicole is judging that episode, I want to make a good TV.
Yeah.
Na okay, since hindi pa naman tayo nakakapaglaban ng sila, might as well dito na tayo unang magharap sa harapan ni Precious.
Correct.
Diba? Mano ba naman yung sinong manalo sa atin or matalo sa atin? At least nagbigay tayo ng magandang ipusta na natin tong episode na to para sa ating tatlo. And nag-power through naman, 'di ba? Ang ganda ng connection namin.
Correct.
And lahat 'yon was a surprise. I know na may i-reveal si Vinyas, pero hindi ko alam kung ano at paano at kailan.
At paano mo sasakyan.
At kung paano ko sasakyan. Pero I know na may dynamics kami. Kaya alam ko na it's gonna be a good TV and performance.
And you've been performing for so many years then,
Yes,
and your sisters.
Oo. Alam ko na pag nagkatinginan kami niyan, may connect, may biglang mangyayari na mag-a-adjust kaming dalawa, na magko-connect kaming dalawa, and it's just a beautiful performance.
And throughout the season then, a lot of your parang mga talking heads nyo, di ba? Hindi nyo alam na pag nagde-taping kayo, parang sinasabi ni Venus, si Brigitte, confessionals, di ba? Parang, you're always also, parang, binabangko niyo yung isa't isa, na parang, ikaw, si Venus, parang pinupush ka rin niya, even without each other knowing. So I think that alone, from that episode, even until the very top 2 finale, di ba? Mas, given na nagawa niyo yung Lollapalooza ba, sa top 2 final lip sync, tapos yung kanta pa na Born to Do Drag in front of Marina also, who's your season 1 sister, di ba? So parang, ano yung factor into that final lip sync?
So yung fuel namin nun, coming sa competition, medyo paubos na. So, last buhos na to, last challenge na to, kaya talaga namang, nung tinawag kaming top 2, very emotional kaming pareho, kasi, sis, saan na top 2? Akalain mo yun? Oh my God! Really? Kasi very challenging naman talaga lahat ng nangyari. Kay Venus, kitang-kita rin na very challenged din yung mga episodes sa kanya. So, sabi ko, tayo pa pala yung magkakaharap sa dulo. Akalain mo yun, no? Andito na tayo. So, itodo na natin. Ipusta na natin to. Bahala na. Kung sino manalo dito, basta galingan nating dalawa. So, yun lang. Binuhos lang talaga namin yung lahat ng natitira naming juice. Dun sa season na nakita naman sa finale na talagang binigay namin best naming dalawa.
And napakita mo yung flag bearing ng drag race flag or racing flag. Excuse me. Yun lang yung cut natin today. Joke lang. Anyway, speaking of finale as well, let's talk about the looks mo nung finale. Like, specifically for me, ang pinaka nag-stand out doon is ang yellow, 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 or ang yellow power, ano mo. Syempre, ang laking issue ng politika, always naman, di ba? Pero especially these days na ang daming nangyayari, may flood control projects, nasa na yung bayad ng, pinagbabayad na ba sila? Hindi pa rin, di ba? Until now.
Wala pa rin napaparusahan.
Correct. What was your concept behind yellow power specifically and bringing that to the stage?
Part of the preparation, syempre gusto mong bukod sa pag-iisip ng concept, kailangan ilatag mo sila kung saan sila pinaka magkakaroon ng impact. So, syempre dinadissect mo yung brief sa inyo, yellow power, yellow, yellow, yellow. Ang unang-una ko naisip yan, yung people power, yung yellow ribbon. Meron pang pencil, meron pang anything that's yellow, of course. Pero sabi ko, kahit na magkapare-pareho kami or may makapareho akong gumawa ng yellow ribbon, it will all boils down sa presentation and execution. So, I really felt confident with that look. And sabi ko, of all the runways, dito ko pinaka maipapakita yung political side ng drag. Aside from Maria Ressa.
Correct.
But iba rin naman yung iba rin naman yung challenge doon. So dito sa runway na to nang walang sinasabi or walang explanation, walang challenge needed, just the runway. Makakapagkwento ka, mabibigay mo yung essence na hinahanap ng runway on a deeper level, na mas profound, na ang dami makaka-relate, makakapag-start ka ng conversation, which what happened kasi nga very, connected siya sa nangyayari ngayon, di ba? So, ang galing lang na talagang lahat ng stars nag-a-align, sabay-sabay sila na nagkakaroon ng spark na basta ang galing talaga. Pero yun, gusto kong ilabas yung yellow power as the most meaningful din.
Would you say that's your most meaningful and favorite runway out of everything?
Oo naman, kasi yun yung pinaka yung pinaka maraming message na mapupuntahan, mapag-uusapan talaga. And drag is political. Yun yung gusto kong runway na masasabi kong your drag is a form of protests, di ba? Art is a form of protest. Kaya nung ginawan ko rin siya ng content, I want to make sure na hindi lang basta photoshoot, gawa natin to ng mas maingay, ng mas makabuluhang content na makakapag-send ng message sa mga tao na use your power, use your art form, whatever way it is. Kaya nagsama rin ako ng mga dancers, nagsama ako ng ballroom community.
This is the Yellow Power fashion film.
So, gumamit ako ng song na talaga namang nababagay dun sa concept ng look ko. Talagang, multisensory, daming facet na pinagsama-sama, lahat ng yun yung power ng drag. Sige, gawin natin dito and let's make this concept a really powerful statement. Diba?
Saka nagkataon yung kapangyarihan naging song of protest siya ngayon by Ben and Ben and SB19. I mean, wala naman yun nung time na pinaprepare mo to, diba?
And even nung nagpe-prepare ako, hindi ko naman naisip na, ito yung magiging music kapag ginawa ko tong look nito. Hindi, talagang
it came together.
Slowly but surely, nagka-connect yung mga ideas. And
Saka,
ang galing lang kasi lahat nag-approve naman.
I think parang very important specifically with people power and yellow ribbons kasi yung history natin ngayon kinakalimutan or ini-erase, 'di ba? Iniiba nila yung narrative and I think you presenting that on the runway on an international season of Drag Race Philippines, 'di ba? Is very important kasi in Asia, I think the people power revolution was also inspired a lot of movements across Southeast Asia and so parang I think ang gandang tahi din nun.
And ang highlight ng look na yun is hindi nga yung kulay but the power in unity, the power in freedom. Ginamit ko lang yung color to start the concept.
talagang batuhan kay ni Venus. Ikaw yung yellow. Siya yung red and green. Merry Christmas.
Yellow and pink. Di ba?
Pink Lawan.
Oo, kakapink ako nung
show.
Di ba?
Ang redemption mo, redemption look. But aside from that, any other favorite parts of the season? I think as we wrap up the part about Drag Race, I think my question is, what would you say about being the trade of the season?
Wow.
Kasi, syempre yung iconic Suki doll lip sync. And then,
well, masaya. Di ba buong-buo yung ang daming nangyari. Sobrang siksik-liglig nung ang sustansya ng Station Royale for me.
akala ko yung lip sync yun ni Suki.
Masustansya din yun. Pero ang galing kasi may funny, mayroong seryoso, may political, may camp, may fashion. At least walang gulo masyado, walang away, di ba? May drama. So, lahat ng...
May golden balut ka pa.
Lahat talaga siksik-liglig at lahat tinuhog to the crown.
And then trade of the season pa. Pagbalik nila Maxi doon sa workroom, di ba?
Oo,
ikaw lahat ang usapan.
Pinag-aagawan
ka na rin, pati ang mga jewels mo.
Ayaw ko sa kanila, ganun talaga siguro.
So, napagdaanan mo talaga lahat. You're the trade of the season, the winner of the season, golden balut winner, everything. Most wins, track record, everything, the crown.
Wow.
So, I mean, aside from that, let's talk about just generally brigading or Briggs as the person. Just before Drag Race, everything, ano yung mga bumubuo sa'yo, inspiring you in pop culture? Growing up, I know you're the theater queen as well. Is there a piece of media na talagang...
Well, I love theater and music. Pero kapag music kasi hindi necessarily yung uso. Mas gusto ko talagang backwards. Ano ba yung hindi pinapakinggan ng mga tao? And then doon ako hahanap ng way of finding the beauty in that song or in that music video. And then yun yung sasolohin ko. Kasi at this point na lahat yun ang pinakikinggan, eto lang yung pinakikinggan ko. Ako lang yung nakikinig dito. So parang may sense of ownership and entitlement na parang may something ako na hindi nyo alam. Or may something ako na ako lang ang nag-enjoy. Ganon. Ewan ko. Meron lang ganun.
May gatekeeping energy ba?
Hindi ko naman parang i-gatekeep. Pero ang salap lang ng feeling na naiiba ako. Naiiba ako and hindi ako sabay sa uso.
May parang, I think, even early in your career na medyo alternative yung tawag sa'yo. Kasi ganun nga yung approach mo to your
siguro,
drag, right?
mas, tinatawag nilang alternative, pero talagang mas walang boundary yung drag ko. Yun naman yung initial starting point ko kung ba't ako nag-drag. Kasi I really just want to express myself creatively, my way, nang walang limitations. And walang boundaries ng ano ba dapat yung drag. Well, dahil the competition calls for the brand or branding, fine-tune natin, but still, you still get the brigading's mind na hindi mo maintindihan paano niya nakuha yung song na yun, saan niya nakuha yung song na yun, at paano niya nakinig yung song na yun sa nangyayari today,
correct,
sa nangyayari this episode, bakit yun yung ginamit niyang music in that photo shoot, yung mga ganon. So, ang sarap lang sa feeling na nailalabas ko lahat ng mga experiences ko from theater, from music, from the way I speak with my friends. Yun yung mga pinagkukuhanan ko ng mga inspirations na hinahanapan ko ng way paano sila i-put together, and this is my drag.
Pero may particular parang musical ba or play na nag-inspire talaga sa'yo to do this, or would you say inspires you na ito yung mga selection mo or ayaw mo i-reveal dito?
Hindi, meron naman. Like, ang favorite musical ko is Miss Saigon.
Oh, okay.
That's how I got my first drag name na Gigi. Di ba
Yes.
si Gigi yung prima donna, yung pinakamahal na girl.
And then nagamit pa siya sa musical this season, ang Miss Saigon
Yes.
element, no?
At yun yung part ko. Yung
Exactly.
The Heat is On in Saigon. Yun yung first part. So, ang galing talaga. And Gigi was my first drag name. Pero, aside from that, yung Miss Saigon din, when I was in high school, yun yung first exposure ko sa musical theater. I played the role of engineer, pero dahil hindi naman kami big production or big school na we have enough budget to really sing live or may live accompaniment, nililip sync lang namin.
Oh,
Kumbaga,
okay.
chiter-chiteran lang, nililip sync lang namin yung production, tapos ako si engineer. So doon ako parang nila-live singing ko, pero kailangan ko i-lip sync. So doon ako nagkaroon ng mga...
Na-hone ka na, kumbaga.
Ng sense ng kailangan mo kang ikaw talaga yung kumakanta.
Oo.
Parang ganon. Pero of course, nung mga mas bata ako, meron na akong mga history ng kapag hindi ko kaya yung kanta, ililip sync ko na lang. Pero bata pa lang ako, inahanap ko na yung art form na yung boses niya saan galing? Dito ba? Dito ba? Dito? Galit ba siya dun sa boses niya? Nanginginig ba yung kamay niya dun sa boses niya? Ganon.
Pero with that, parang is music something you'd like to pursue in the future?
I'm not sure. Pwede naman, lalo na't ngayon na mas welcoming tayo sa iba't ibang type of drag and mas open na tayo sa mga drag queens doing music, music videos, film, acting. Well, jack of all trades, di ba? Talent lang talaga. Gamitin mo kung saan merong opportunity. Pero, let's see. Diba?
Let's see about the Brighters Day.
Let's see about the Brighters
release
Day.
of the Brighters Day.
Madami pang mangyayari for sure. And as of now, iniisa-isa ko lang. Kasi syempre, gusto mo nga siyang mas ma-enjoy mo. And hindi ka lang basta gawa lang ng gawa.
Pero, just last, in terms of like your inspirations, who would you say is your main pop girl, main pop diva? Meron ba? Or
Oo, meron
it's
naman.
really
I mean, I love Lady Gaga talaga. Sa kanya
course.
ako unang nakakita ng mga
out of this world?
out of this world concepts with her music and how she interprets her songs. Freddie Mercury for the star power and Diana Ross for the glam and divaness. Yan.
So, yeah.
Pero di ba ang tatanda? Ang oldies, di ba?
Which is-
Ngayon nga lang, ngayon pa nga lang ako nakikinig ng Mayhem eh.
Well,
Ngayon pa lang ako
okay
nagsistream ng Mayhem. Yung alam kong merong new song or new album si Taylor Swift, nasa isip ko lang pero hindi ko pa pinakikinggan.
Correct. I mean,
Nire-reserve ko pa siya pag may bagong uso na. Parang ganon.
Para iba yung approach mo to it. Hindi ka nakikisabay lang.
Kasi pero kapag sabay-sabay kang gumagawa, hindi na special kasi ang dami na gumagawa eh. Parang
Doon ka muna sa medyo...
Doon muna ako sa walang gumagawa, at least unique ka.
Correct.
Di ba? Nagre-reintroduce ka pa ng new music, new experience. Ganun.
And that has really been the brand
Yes.
all along. It's the friends you made all along. Pero I mean, yun na rin. I mean, just to wrap things up, just about the future and everything, as the now reigning queen of Slasian Royale, what can we expect next from you? Mag-theater ka ba ulit? May naisip ka na ba about your future plans?
After this season, magkakaroon ako ng showcase ng mga looks ko.
Wow.
Pinaplano pa namin yan. Magkakaroon din ako ng The Brand.
The season 3, no?
Season 3 na.
Exciting.
And then, yung pinoproduce ko rin na drag show, which is Cake.
Yes.
Yan, ibabalik ko rin yung mga yan. Siyempre, kailangan ko lang talagang ng time to prepare for that. Hindi ko naman in-expect na magiging winner ako. So, kailangan gawin natin siya excellently and with the best intention pa din. Para mas maayos at mas maganda yung mabuo. Kasi kung yung dati nagawa ko yung mga yon, itutuloy ko na siya ngayon. Itutuloy ko lang siya ngayon, but with better headspace.
At mas pasabog
At
pa,
mas pasabog,
for sure.
syempre, dapat.
And may ano ka na, may billing ka na na winner of
Yes!
Slasian Royale.
Mas may power.
Correct.
Mas may...
Pwede ka na sa gitna ng poster.
Mas relax. Mas relax
Hi
ka na,
Marina,
ganyan.
sorry.
Oo.
Joke. para pumunta si Marina dito next, di ba? Joke.
Talaga. Hindi ko alam yung issue na yun. Yung mga billing-billing.
Yung
Nabalitaan ko,
ganon.
hindi kasi
Oo,
busy ako eh.
Correct. Ganun ang tamang sagot. Busy ako, hindi ko alam yung nangyayari, di ba?
Narinig ko na rin.
Yeah, but I mean, just to wrap everything up, we're running out of time, but I think our final part here is called the Kernel of Truth.
Okay.
Or our key takeaway dito sa episode natin. And sa theme na gusto ko for this episode, na Ding Ding Ding, the Brighters Day episode, yung overall theme kasi ng journey mo has really been learning is the new winning. And for me, sobrang inspiring talaga nung theme na yon. You just keep doing, you just keep learning, and later on, alam mo yun, everything will come back and apply to whatever you're going through at the moment. And I mean, for me, yun talaga yung proof of hard work, perseverance, alam mo yun, patience, and you know, for you, pure drag excellence. In yourself, no?
Yeah, and in the process, in the people around you, kahit dun sa mga nakasakit sa'yo or, di ba, nakagawa ng mali sa'yo, trust na they serve a purpose para marating mo yung position mo ngayon.
And parang, yun na nga I think you've always been so graceful about just being on that side, being in your shoes na people will say all of this online, especially with the Drag Race fandom na very, very passionate yung fans talaga and they will say whatever, they will edit whatever, diba? Pero ikaw, may tweets ka pa na parang, let's just love everyone, let's stop the hate, diba? Parang, I think yun yung very nice and, I mean, that's very winner energy talaga, big winner energy. But yun, with the theme of learning is the new winning, ano yung pinaka-learning mo in this whole journey, specifically for Slaytion Royale? And, you know, as a mother, drag mother, diba? And, you know, that now they're announcing Latina Royale and Drag Race Philippines Season 4. Ano yung parting learning mo na, would you say, you have for this whole thing?
Siguro, everything happens for a reason. Yun din yung nangyari sa akin sa Drag Race na ginamit ko yung mga setbacks and failures ko nung lahat, even hindi lang sa Drag Race, yung mga bagay na pwede ko palang gamitin kung ano yung, pwede ko palang tingnan yung learning part of those experiences and gamitin yun to be a better person. So, really embracing your journey and trust the process na everything happens for a reason. The universe has its own way of bringing you to the place that you deserve, to the moment that you deserve, kung sino talaga yung para sa'yo. So, maging open ka lang talaga. And yun, trust the process na whatever happens, it's for your own good. Masakit minsan, matagal, mahaba. Ay. Char. Ipasok ang titi sa puwet. Oo. Yun na pa to. Di ba? Ayun, medyo cheesy siya, but like,
it's true.
Lagi na nating naririnig yan online pag nagpa-follow ka ng mga motivational speeches. Yan ang laging sinasabi. Pero totoo pala siya. And ang sarap sa feeling na napagdaanan ko siya and I can confidently say it now that it's true. Because na-experience ko siya and nakoronahan pa ako with those learnings and with those experiences.
And you can be the ambassador for learning and also, alam mo yun, just trusting yourself and waiting for that comeback in whatever form it may be. So, I mean, with that, thank you so much again for being here. I mean, you're such an inspiration for that alone na, you know, everything's happening for a reason. And for me, that alone na parang, you know, you just have to wait for your time and everything will come along. You have the people in your journey who will come and go at some point, diba?
Or even if you feel like wala kang kasama, you have yourself.
Correct. And your inner saboteur.
O diba, at least mag-isa ka na lang, may kalaban ka pa, may kasama ka pa. Di gamitin mo na rin. Diba, i-enjoy mo na. Kausapin mo kaya.
So, with that, thank you again for being here. Again, what an honor for you to be here to begin with. And we're so happy for your win. And we're excited to see the brand's return, Cake's return, everything that will come with your Slaytion win in the Slaytion Hall of Fame.
Yay!
So, ayun. That ends our episode of Brigading. Please stream The Brightest Day soon. But is there anything else you want to promote before we end?
Support all the queens, especially mga queens na nakasama ko sa Slaytion Royale. Follow their social media accounts, yung mga content na ginagawa namin. Until now, nagpo-post pa rin ng mga finale. And hindi na tatapos sa Drag Race Philippines Slaytion Royale yung drag industry.
Correct.
Or yung support dapat natin dito sa Philippines. Manood kayo ng drag shows sa mga bars, sa mga clubs, bumili kayo ng ticket, buhayin natin at pagpatuloy natin itong sinimulan natin. And also, kung gusto niyo makapanood ng magandang shows, sa Rampa, that's just in Quezon City, We are always there, din namin ginagawa yung mga shows namin, yung The Intervention. But yes, support natin lahat ng local drag.
Yes.
And magkakaroon na ng season 4. So might as well, let's help them para may budget sila sa coming season.
Tip your queens.
Tip your queens.
Yes. In whatever tip, it can come in.
Yeah,
Joke lang.
tama.
But yes, thank you so much again. And of course, thank you for listening to this episode of Popcorn. You may stream all our episodes on audio and video on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, and wherever you stream your podcasts. Of course, you can follow Brigading on all her socials. And yun, Rampa, the Rampa Reinas, the Divine Divas. Support our local drag community and support our local pop culture and entertainment industry in general. And in the iconic words of Mama Pao herself, tandaan natin na ang tunay na ikaw ay ipakita sa isip, sa salita, at sa gawa. Puso-puso at puso pa rin. Can I get an Eme up in here?
Eme! Also, awesome din support nyo.
Yes, ding ding ding. Thank you so much.
Thank you.